just another $4 coffee that I didn't even think twice about paying for. But as I walked back to my car holding that cup, one question suddenly popped into my head. What if instead of spending that money every day, I invested it instead? Not once, not for a month, but every single week for years. I honestly had no idea what the answer would be. So when I got home, I grabbed my laptop, opened a spreadsheet, and started testing different scenarios until one number made me stop. What I found completely surprised me: that small daily expense, something most of us don't even notice anymore, could eventually grow into an investment that generates more than $4,000 every single month in passive income. I know that sounds hard to believe, and honestly, I didn't believe it either until I did the math myself. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I calculated it, why this works, the mistakes that stop most people from ever reaching this point, and how even a small weekly investment can slowly grow into an income stream that could one day help pay your bills without you having to work extra hours. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to build wealth while everyone else stays stuck, it's usually not because they earn dramatically more money. In many cases, they simply make one small decision differently. Most of us don't think twice about spending $4 or $5 here and there because it doesn't feel like a big amount. A coffee today, lunch tomorrow, a subscription you barely use, or something you buy just because it's convenient. None of these purchases feels expensive on its own, and that's exactly why they're so easy to ignore. The problem isn't the coffee. The problem is that these small amounts disappear forever. The moment you spend them, they're gone. They never get a chance to grow, earn more money, or work for you in the future. That's where most people get stuck. They think building wealth requires thousands of dollars to get started, so they never even begin. But wealth isn't usually built by making one huge financial decision. It's built by making one small decision over and over again, week after week, year after year. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this coffee?" I started asking myself a different question. What could this money become if I owned an asset instead? That single question completely changed the way I looked at money. I stopped seeing dollars as something to spend today and started seeing them as tiny employees that could keep working for me long after I spent a few minutes earning them. Let's actually run the numbers together because this is where everything starts to make sense. Let's say instead of buying that coffee every day, I decide to invest $20 every week. That doesn't sound like much. $20 is less than what many people spend on one lunch. Over 1 month, that's about $87. Over 1 year, it's about $1,040. Still doesn't sound life-changing, and that's exactly why most people underestimate it. Now here's where things get interesting. Instead of leaving that money sitting in a savings account, imagine investing it in a diversified portfolio of companies that pay dividends. Every time those companies earn money, they share a small portion of their profits with you as a shareholder. That payment is called a dividend. Now here's the important part. Instead of spending those dividends, you use them to buy even more shares. Those new shares start paying dividends too. Then those dividends buy even more shares. And the cycle keeps repeating. Your money starts buying assets. Those assets start producing income. And that income buys even more assets. At first, it feels incredibly slow. In the first year, you won't notice much. The second year won't feel very different either. But after enough years, something interesting happens. Your investments begin earning more money than your weekly contributions. Eventually, your portfolio starts growing faster than you can save. That's the real power of compounding. Now, if I were starting from scratch today, this is exactly what I'd do. I've spent years trading and investing in the stock market, and over that time, one lesson became very clear to me. Trying to find the next stock that's going to double or triple your money sounds exciting, but for most people, it's not the most reliable way to build long-term wealth. If my goal was to turn $20 a week into a future income stream, I wouldn't put all of my money into a single company. Instead, I'd spread it across different types of investments. I'd own a dividend ETF for diversification, a few established technology companies for long-term growth, strong financial companies like banks for consistent dividend increases, real estate investment trusts for higher income, and a few industrial businesses that have been paying and increasing dividends for decades. That way, I'm not depending on one company to succeed. I'm building a portfolio where different businesses work together, and every time they pay dividends, those dividends are automatically reinvested to buy even more shares. I'm not trying to predict the next big winner. I'm simply building an income-producing machine that becomes stronger every single year. Ironically, after spending years trading, I realized the strategy I'm about to show you is much simpler than anything I used to do. So if I were starting today, this is exactly the strategy I'd follow. I'd keep investing that $20 every single week. I'd spread it across different types of dividend-paying businesses. I'd reinvest every dividend instead of spending it. And then I'd simply give it time. Because after everything I've learned about money, I've realized something that completely changed the way I invest. The biggest returns don't usually come from making perfect trades. They come from consistently owning great businesses for a very long time. Ironically, I didn't always believe that. I actually spent years trading the markets before I started thinking this way. And what finally convinced me wasn't a book or a course. It was comparing my own results with someone much closer to me. While I was spending years trading, my cousin was simply investing consistently. If you're curious about which one of us actually ended up building more wealth, I've made an entire video about that comparison, and you can watch it right here. But if there's one idea I hope you take away from this video, it's this. You don't need thousands of dollars to start investing. You don't need to find the next $1 million stock. You don't need to beat Wall Street. Sometimes all you need is one small habit, repeated every single week for a very long time. Because one coffee probably won't change your life. But thousands of small decisions just might. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. One coffee probably won't change your life, but thousands of small decisions just might.